Want to know the fastest way to waste tens of thousands of dollars on marketing and have absolutely nothing to show for it? I'm about to give you the blueprint. Look, I've spoken with thousands of contractors over the years, and I keep seeing the same pattern. They hire an agency, things don't work out, they hire another one, same result. Then they come to us frustrated, burned out, and convinced that marketing just doesn't work for contractors. But here's the thing, about half of the time, the agency drops the ball. That's on them. But the other half, that's on the contractor side. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Because even if you hire a great agency, there are things you can do that absolutely kill your results. I'm going to show you exactly what those things are. Because if you do these things, you're pretty much guaranteeing failure no matter how good your marketing team is. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our weekly contractor marketing content. Here's what I see constantly. Contractor hires an agency, pays them thousands of dollars per month, and then crickets. 3 months go by, maybe 6 months, and they've got nothing. No leads, no sales, just a lighter bank account. And when I dig into what actually happened, it's the same story every single time. The contractor thought they could just write a check and magic would happen. They treated the agency like a vending machine. Put money in, get customers out. But that's never been how it works. Meanwhile, they're watching their competitors blow up on Google, getting reviews, booking jobs left and right, and they're sitting there thinking, why isn't this working for me? I'm spending the money. The worst part, these contractors aren't lazy. They're running successful businesses. They're great at what they do. But when it comes to marketing, they make these critical mistakes that sabotage everything from day one. And the agencies, a lot of them are happy to just keep collecting checks while nothing happens. Because as long as you're not holding them accountable, why would they rock the boat? All right, let's get into the first way contractors guarantee failure. They don't act like a partner. Here's what this looks like in practice. You hire an agency and you think your job is done. I'm paying you, now go make my phone ring. And then you just disappear. Mistake number one, expecting the agency to do everything. Listen, I don't care how good your marketing agency is. If you're not responding to leads quickly, you're throwing money in the trash. Here's what happens all the time. An agency runs ads, the leads come in, contractor takes 8 to 10, sometimes 24 hours to call people back. By that time, those homeowners have already talked to 3 other contractors. The job's gone. Marketing worked, the lead was there, but follow-up killed it. Here's the reality. If you're not calling leads within 5 minutes, and I mean 5 minutes, your chances of booking that job by over 80%. That's not my opinion, that's data from multiple studies. So when contractors come to me and say the leads aren't good quality, I ask to see their call logs, and 9 times out of 10, they're not even calling people back the same day. Mistake number 2, you're not connecting your CRM to your marketing system. Your agency runs ads, people fill out forms, maybe they call, and then what? That lead goes into where exactly? A spreadsheet, an email, your office manager's notebook. Meanwhile, your agency has no idea if you closed that job or if it was even a qualified lead. They can't optimize anything because they're flying blind. This is like trying to run your business without looking at your bank account. You have no idea what's working and what's not. The contractors who actually win, they've got their CRM synced up. Whether you're using Service Titan, Jobber, House Call Pro, whatever, that thing needs to talk to your marketing system. Your agency needs to see, did this lead book? Did they become a customer? What was the actual revenue? Without that connection, you're just guessing, and guessing is expensive. Mistake number 3, not getting reviews. Here's another one that kills me. Contractors who don't ask for reviews. Your agency can get you ranked number 1 on Google. They can run perfect ads. They can make your phone ring off the hook. But if you got 12 reviews and your competitor has 247 5-star reviews, guess who's likely getting the job, right? People trust other people. They don't trust your fancy website or slick brochure. They trust Sarah from down the street who said you did a great job on their roof. But contractors don't ask, or they ask sometimes, or they send one email 3 weeks after their job is complete and wonder why nobody responded. You need a system. Every single job, you ask for a review. You make it easy. You send a text with a direct link. You follow up. This isn't optional anymore. This is table stakes. We've got clients who went from 30 reviews to over 200 reviews in a year, and their close rate went up by 35%. Why? Because people trust them before they even pick up the phone. Now, let's talk about the second way contractors guarantee failure. They don't understand what the numbers are telling them. Most contractors have no idea what their marketing costs actually are. I asked them, what's your cost per lead? And they stare at me like I just asked them how to solve a calculus problem. You have to understand your KPIs. Here's what you need to know. Your CPLs, right? How much you're paying every time somebody fills out a form or calls you. For most contractor markets, you're looking anywhere from 50 to 200 bucks per lead, depending on your service. right? And location, HVAC emergency, calls might be higher, routine maintenance might be lower, right? For example. But if you don't know your actual number, how do you know if you're getting good results or bad results? What's your cost per acquisition, right? Very important. How much does it cost to actually land a customer? Not just a lead, to a closed deal. Money in the bank. Let's say you spend $5,000 on marketing and you close 10 jobs. Your CPA is $500 per customer. Now, if your average job is $8,000 and your margin is 40%, you just made $3,200 profit per job minus the $500 acquisition cost. You're printing money, right? You're doing good. But if you don't know these numbers, you can't make smart decisions. Cost per booked appointment, right? How much are you spending to get someone to actually say, yes, please give me an estimate? This one's critical because it tells where the breakdown is actually happening. If you're getting lots of leads, but nobody's booking, that's a lead quality problem or a follow-up problem. If you're booking lots of appointments, but not closing, that's a sales problem, not a marketing problem. What's your booking rate from your CSRs, right? Do you know out of how many leads, what percentage of your CSRs are turning into an appointment? If you don't know what this number is, how do you know if your CSR is actually doing a good job or not, right? This is important. How does this matter, right? Let's say you're spending money on marketing and getting leads, but you keep saying these leads are garbage. Before you blame the agency, look at what your cost per booked appointment is. If it's way higher than your cost per lead, that tells you something. Either the leads aren't qualified or your follow-up process is broken. And here's a common mistake. If you're only targeting, for example, roof replacements, but your ads, website don't make it that clear, you're going to get a ton of repair calls. Small jobs that don't want you, right? Then you'll think the leads are bad, but you're really targeting isn't specific enough. Same thing with your website. It doesn't show price ranges or make it clear you're a premium service. You'll attract bargain shoppers who never are going to close anyway. This is why the numbers matter, right? They tell you where the breakdown is actually happening. Is it lead quality, follow-up speed, your sales process? You can't fix what you can't measure. If you're not tracking this stuff, you're marketing with a blindfold on. Last one, and this is huge. You're not sending documents, images, and building a brand, right? Marketing doesn't end when someone calls you. That's actually where it begins. You have to send professional documents. When you give someone an estimate, are you sending them a PDF that looks like it was made in 1997, right? Or are you sending something that looks professional, branded, with photos of past projects, testimonials built right in, right? That makes a difference. Your estimate isn't a number, it's a sales tool, right? It should reinforce why someone should choose you over 3 other contractors they're talking to. We've seen contractors increase their close rate by 20-30% just by improving their proposal documents. Same price, same service, better presentation. Use images and case studies. Here's another thing contractors miss. They don't document their work. You just completed a beautiful, roof replacement, for example, right? Did you take before and after photos? Did you get a video testimonial? Did you turn that into a case study for your website? Or did you cash the check and move on to the next job? Every completed project is a marketing material. Every happy customer is a story you can tell. But most contractors don't capture any of it. Then they wonder why their website has stock photos and generic content, while their competitor has 50 project galleries showing exactly what they can do. Building a brand. And look, I know building a brand sounds like fluffy marketing nonsense, but here's what it really means. Do people in your market know who you are? When someone needs a roofer, a plumber, an AC repair person, does your name come up? When they see your trucks driving around, do they recognize you? Or you're just another contractor in a sea of contractors? Branding isn't about a fancy logo. It's about consistency. It's about being visible. It's about having a reputation. The contractors who win long-term, they've got a brand. People who know them, they're not starting from zero with every lead because they've built trust in their community. And you don't need $1 million budget for this. You need consistency. Show up on Google, get reviews, post your work, be professional. Do this for a year, 2 years, 3 years, and you've got a brand. But if you're not building this stuff, you're always going to be competing on price. And that's the race to the bottom. So let's flip this all around. What does success actually look like? You act like a partner. You respond to leads within minutes. You've got your CRM connected so you can track everything. You're asking every happy customer for a review and making it easy for them to leave one. You understand your numbers. You know what your cost per lead is. You know what your customer costs to acquire. You can look at your marketing data and make intelligent decisions about where to spend more and where to pull back. You build a real brand. You document your work. You send professional proposals. You show up consistently in your market and build a reputation over time. And here's the thing. When you do this, marketing works. Not overnight, not magically, but it works. I've seen contractors go from doing $1 million a year to $5 million, from struggling to getting leads to having 6-week backlogs. From being one of many contractors to being the contractor everyone calls first. But they don't get there by hiring an agency and hoping for the best. They got there by being active partners in their own growth. Look, if you're watching this and thinking, okay, I've been making these mistakes, how do I fix this? We should talk. At Contract Marketing Pros, we work specifically with contractors who are serious about growth, not contractors who want magic. Contractors who are willing to do their part, track their numbers, and build something real. We've helped home service companies build lead generation systems that actually work. And we back it up with performance guarantees. But I'm going to be straight with you, right? If you're not willing to be a partner, if you're not going to respond to leads quickly, if you're not going to track your numbers, we're not a good fit. However, if you're ready to treat your marketing like the business investment it is, head over to contractormarketingpros.net and book a free strategy call. We'll look at your business, your current marketing, and show you exactly what's working and what's not, and how to fix it. No pressure, no sales pitch on the call, just honest analysis and a roadmap forward. Go to contractormarketingpros.net right now and let's figure this out together.